Ashokda, I know you for a long time also. Ajitava, Raychaudhuri. I have just 2 points to make. There may be many, as economists, you know, we have endless questions, endless without answer. But I just want to ask you 2 things. One is you mentioned the history, it's very important. But one thing which I think you didn't mention, that in Bengal, in the 60s, we have metal-based industries, this whole Howrah belt and everything, which were linked to the large industries. And their orders came a long way from the railways and etc. And you have the annual plans, which had the death knell for our metal-based industries. Because we didn't have these private market-based industries. They were all catering largely, the large industries to this, the public sector industries. And when that went down, finally it led to what you said, Gheraos and all this, but it's a snowball effect. So what we need perhaps is this, in the current situation, some kind of a linkage of, as you know, supply chain type of a thing, where some of the small medium industries maybe which already have developed in Bengal to be linked to some of the large industries. May not be entirely based in West Bengal, maybe other parts. That linkage is not there. Because our MSME sector is second, now it's 4th largest in India, but our productivity is 10th. With the 10th productivity in ranking, we cannot compete with other MSMEs. So that's a very important thing. We cannot link it to the supply chain in that way. And unless we do it, the history tells that our industry succeeded in supply chain really. The whole Howrah belt and metal based and etc. So that's the first point which I want to say. And the other point which is important is, we talk about infrastructure. And that's very important. But once we talk about the infrastructure, we need revenues. As all of us know that we need money. And you mentioned that, and all of us know that money is not there in that way, because in terms of revenue, we are at a very bad shape. Now, given that scenario, West Bengal has turned into perhaps one of the largest rent-seeking state in India, private rent-seeking. Money is going as rent to different places in different ways. How much is this quantity of rent-seeking? The government has taken the right step that they will make an audit in each department that what is the target and how much is collected. But that does not show the small level corruption, the small level rent seeking which is affecting everybody in a way. How much is that? How much revenue are we losing? Some estimate, some way to capture that. That will ease our revenue deficit problem to a large extent. Because overnight, large industries will come and will gather a, maximum amount of revenue all of a sudden will not happen. So, if you can enlighten something on that. Or you may enlighten later on.
No, I am tempted, I am provoked to give an answer. তুমি যেটা বললে, আমার মনে হয় বেঙ্গল এমএসএমইর একটা প্রবলেম আছে। জানি না আমি কতটা ঠিক বলছি ভুল বলছি। আমার মনে আছে ছোটবেলায় বেলিলিয়াস রোডের সম্বন্ধে কথা বললে লোকে বলতো, জানিস ওখানে একটা লেদ মেশিন আছে, এটা 150 বছরের পুরনো। 150 বছরের পুরনো লেদ মেশিনে কাজ হচ্ছে, তাতে দি ওনার শুড হ্যাভ হাং হিজ হেড ইন শেম। মানে তার মানে টেকনোলজি ইজ নট ইমপ্রুভিং। তো অনেক জায়গাতেই এমএসএমই যে টেকনোলজির যে ব্যাপারটা, it's so old, so outdated, productivity is low. আর দ্বিতীয়ত তুমি যেটা বললে যে এই সাপ্লাই চেনের, এটা সাপ্লাই চেনের ব্যবসায়ীদের কাজই তো হচ্ছে ওই সাপ্লাই চেনে ইন্টিগ্রেট করা। সরকার কি করবে? সরকার আমার মতো আমলাকে যদি বলো সাপ্লাই চেনে লাগা দেখিয়ে দে, আমি ভুল লোকের সঙ্গে লাগিয়ে দেবো, কেলেঙ্কারি কাণ্ড। ব্যবসায়ী বুঝতে হবে যে কোথায় সাপ্লাই চেনে যাবে। বাট টেকনোলজি টু মি, ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের বেশিরভাগ জায়গায় যে আমি দেখি টেকনোলজি আউটডেটেড। অ্যান্ড উই প্রাইড ইন দি ফ্যাক্ট যে এটা আমার দাদুর সময়কার ঘড়ি, দাদুর সময়কার মেশিন। সেটা যে খুব গৌরবের ব্যাপার নয়, সেটা যে খুব লজ্জার ব্যাপার। এক্স রে মেশিনটা পুরনো হলে যে ভালো হবে এরকম তো কোনো কথা নেই।